Kia ora, Helen Brums here, coming to you live from Surprise in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic sparkling day. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1879, Eat Like a Hobbit Day. It's September the 22nd, which means that we are celebrating Bilbo and Frodo Baggins' birthdays on Eat Like a Hobbit Day. Bet you didn't know that one. Well, some of you would have, because I know some of you are diehard Hobbit fans and you would know every single little detail. So I love that. So if you have some little, oh God, what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, my brain's fried. If you have some little tips about Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit and stuff, drop them in the comments below. Would love to learn some more stuff about, Hobbits, and if you got some little tidbits to share about Hobbits, that would be awesome. So, I just realized I'm on a whole 10 minutes early. I thought it was 6 o'clock. That just goes in hand with my day. So we got up early this morning. At 6 o'clock, we had our breakfast, which was I made some toast in my air fryer. My air fryer is really cool because it's got an oven door on the front of it. It's a Pampered Chef air fryer, and it's got an oven door on it. And so I air fried one side of the bread, and then I took it out, and then I turned it over, and I put lemon hummus on it with some shredded cheese, and then put it back into the air fryer and let it fry. It was so good. Oh my gosh, that was our breakfast, and I had it with a cup of red rooibos tea. And then we went for our walk, and then we came back, and then I went outside and I got the lawns done, trimmed, cut. Oh, that took a long time. Got some weeding done, got the weeds sprayed. My weed whacker. Yes, my weed whacker is now out of string. I didn't realize it when I started, and it's an automatic feeder, and it had just this little short piece. And so I did the best I could with it, but I have to order a new cartridge to go, a new string cartridge to go onto it. So I totally keep forgetting to take a photograph of the thing to order one. But I did the best I could with this little short nub that was sticking out of the thread, what was left of it. So... Oh, I tell you, it's done. Does it look fantastic? Not really, but it's clean, it's tidy. The weeds have all been sprayed. All the extra bits of grass that seem to pop up around the edges have all been cut back and sprayed as best I can. But got all that done. Got the leaf blower thingy out and tidied it up with all that and everything else. And so yeah, the lawns were done for today. And then after that, we came inside, and I came inside from that, and then had second breakfast. And by this stage, I think it was like around 9:30. So I'm already behind. Oh, was it 10 o'clock? It was in 9:30 or 10 o'clock by the time I got to second breakfast. First breakfast was at 6 o'clock this morning. At 6:30. And second breakfast was around 9:30, 10 o'clock, I think it was. Because I think it was 10 o'clock when we started watching Hobbit: The Unexpected Journey, which is the first in the trilogy. And so Zeffy got her scrambled egg. I made a cheese omelette and had avocado toast with it. And I got this really yummy orange blossom honey, and I just drizzled it over top of the avocado. And you're probably going, ooh, avocado really has no flavor. So anything you can put on it to make it different. And that orange, and I have to tell you, the orange blossom thing on I'd never tried it, but I saw the jar sitting there because I'm going to be I still haven't made it yet because I'm so exhausted today. I'm going to be making the elven bread, and I have the recipe to do it. And orange blossom honey was part of it. And so I just got it and just drizzled it over top. But then what I did after I took the photo of the food and got it posted is I cut my omelette in half and put half on each piece of toast, and then ate it all together. It was so good. That honey on the avocado was amazing. The flavors just popped in the mouth there, and the omelette was really good. And I outdid myself with my omelette today, and my avocado toast with the orange blossom honey. The whole combination of eating the whole lot together was pretty awesome. I had rosemary in my omelette. I put rosemary in my omelette and Lowry's seasoning salt in there. And that was all I put into the omelette with the cheese. And then, of course, put it all on top of the avocado toast with the honey on there, and it was amazing. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And after that, I was feeling pretty full because I'd had a couple of pieces of toast like 3 hours earlier, 3-4 hours earlier, and I was sort of like, not really. I don't eat I don't eat that many. I eat a lot during the day, but I graze. I have small portions here and there. This one here, and I kind of thought of breakfast after. I thought, yeah, maybe I should have made a like slightly smaller omelette, but I did 4 eggs. I usually do 6, so I did make a smaller omelette. And then we settled into watching the first movie, and then I had to pause it at just after 12 to take Zeffie to the groomers, and oh, you can't see, she's right down on the floor behind me. They've got. I'll tell you that story when we get to it. So dropped her off at the groom, and she was not happy. She kept thinking that she was at the vet's because the groomer, they get down on the floor with the dog and they check the dog over physically, like have a look at their paw, the bottom of their paws. They look in their ears, just to physically check that the dog's okay and everything else. And poor Zeffie thought she was at the vet's, and she was cowering and trying to get underneath me. And I'm sitting on this bench, and she's trying to get underneath me on the bench. She was so sweet, and I had to tell her, it's okay. You're getting a bath. You're not getting any. There's no shots involved. There's no doctors involved in this. It's all good. And so she reluctantly went out back with them. So then I hopped over to Sprouts because I had a couple of pieces, couple of things I had to pick up there because I couldn't make the almond bread because I needed an orange. I needed orange rind. And so I got a Cara orange, only because it's Brad's favorite orange. So I got that and a couple of other bits and pieces that I needed, and then came home. And then I looked at the clock, and it's like, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and here I am having 11sies. Completely missed 11sies. But then when you finish eating at 10 o'clock, at 10 o'clock, you're sort of like, and you're going to eat an hour later 11sies, I was sort of like, yeah, no, it's not going to happen. So I had a yummy orange cranberry muffin for my 11sies, keeping it small. But that was at 1 o'clock this afternoon. It was so bad. I mean, the timing thing, I didn't even think about the timing. I was just watching the movie, didn't even think about, it's 11 o'clock. I've got to have 11sies. And well, I can't have 11sies. Yeah, it was, and I'm still feeling full, and I've got dinner to come yet. I haven't had lunch, and I haven't done the afternoon tea. Then I got a call just before 2 o'clock to say that Zeffie was ready. So paused the movie and ran over to get her and bring her home. And they put this, and part of the package was she gets a bandana. They put a large-sized dog bandana on my poor little dog. My dog's medium-sized. She tries to be a big girl at times, but she's medium-sized. And this thing looks so huge on her. It is so funny. But it's got a Scooby theme to it. And let's see. Zeffie, you want to come up and say hi and show them your really cool bandana? Come here. No, over here. Come here. Good girl. All right. Come here. I'm going to show them your really cool bandana. Should we spin it around for you? There you go. Look at this huge thing on her. Bring Scooby snacks. And they actually gave a little packet for her to come home with that had Scooby snacks in it. But she smells so good. And her fur feels so good. She's your favorite spot in there. There we go. Good girl. But so she's got this humongous bandana on her. And when I went to drop her off, there was a golden retriever coming out with the same size bandana, and it looked so much better on him. Poor Zeffie was like swimming in this thing. And but anyway, so we came home, watched the end of the first movie, and started the second movie. And I was like, oh. And then I looked at the schedule and went, oh, I haven't had lunch. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's afternoon tea time, and I'm just like, I don't feel like eating anything right now. I was so full. And then I've got dinner coming up, and I have a chicken pot pie I was going to do for actually no, I've got a chicken pot pie I'm doing for dinner, and it's just one of those small Marie Callender ones. And I'm still wondering if I'm actually going to eat, because it's supposed to be at 6 o'clock, which is now. So as soon as this is finished, we're going to go for a walk. We're going to come back. I'm going to have my chicken pot pie. I don't know. I probably won't eat anything. Maybe I just might end up just doing a protein. I tell you, eating like a hobbit, I'm like, you see the meals that they have in the movies and things, and the amount of food that's there and how much they devour the food and everything else. And I'm just like, they must have some sort of metabolism for that, because unless you're used to eating that way, I can do 6 small meals a day. I can do that. No problem at all. I can do that. But 7 meals on a Hobbit menu, no. If you don't know what a Hobbit menu is, breakfast, which is the first part of the day, is usually something quick and easy that you can quickly grab, like muffins, croissants, scones, fresh fruits, tea or coffee, that sort of thing. It's just something quick and light that just gets the food in the system to help you wake up. Then you do your morning routine stuff, and then you have your second breakfast, which is basically your cooked breakfast with like eggs and bacon and sausages and mushrooms, fresh bread and butter. And of course, when we're talking hobbits, everything is fresh out of the gardens. Everything is fresh meat. All their dairy or their cheeses, they've probably handmade those. Their butter, they've probably churned it themselves. Actually, that'd be really cool, churning your own butter. Never done that before. I'll give that a try at some point. Not sure what I need for that. And then, then you have elevensies, which is a cup of tea with cakes like lemon cake, seed cake, coffee cake, biscuits, which you Americans know as cookies, all small sandwiches. So, like I said, it's a lot of food. Then you have lunch, which is like a hearty stew or a beef or a soup and a sandwich or a soup and salad, crusty bread and butter. Oh, I didn't get my crusty bread. There's no way I would have been able to eat that. Then you have beef and ale pie or chicken stew with root vegetables. Root vegetables are very popular with them. So remember that. Just watch that scene I'm on the second movie, and I just watched the scene where they're at. No, that's in the first. Hang on, I'm getting confused. In the first movie, when they go to Rivendell, in the first movie, and they're sitting there and they're like holding up a piece of like romaine lettuce or something, going, "What is this green stuff?" And one of the dwarves, not the Hobbit, goes, "I don't eat anything that's green." And he's just holding this romaine lettuce thing, like they're sniffing it and going, but it was dwarves, not hobbits. And it's like sniffing it. What is this thing? He goes, "It's green." You go, "I don't eat anything that's green." But dwarves eat just as well, just as good and hearty as hobbits do. So that's your lunch. Afternoon tea, which is usually around like 3:00 in the afternoon. If you're in England, it's like called like high tea, which is around 4:00. You'll do like a cheese board with smoked meats. I think charcuterie board, fresh fruit like apples and pears, scones with clotted cream and jam. In fact, for that afternoon tea, you'd think like Devonshire tea, where they have the small sandwiches. They have the scones with the jam and the clotted cream. They have the charcuterie board thing there as well. Dinner is like the main meal of the day. So you've got roasted meats like lamb or chicken, maybe beef in there as well, roasted potatoes, carrots, maybe a mushroom risotto. And I'm just like sitting there and I was like looking at these different sample menus going, that's a lot of food. I'm having chicken pot pie for dinner tonight. Then there's the supper, because supper's usually around like 9:00 at night. And I don't eat beyond 8. So I was like, yeah. And the supper is cold meats and cheese. So again, you're looking at like a charcuterie board with cold meats, cheeses, fresh bread, and ale or mulled wine. Fruit pies like apple, berry, plum with cream for dessert. So you don't get your dessert till 9:00 at night. The reason they eat so late at night is to keep their body going through the whole night, because it's going to be a long time before they get up in the morning and eat again. So that's a Hobbit Day menu, a sample menu that got made up, but that I made up after researching several different sites that had the Hobbit menu. Now with the Elven bread, I came across a site that had this really cool recipe and thought I'd try it. But then I didn't read properly, and they had these weird name, a paisella or a crumb cake iron. And I looked at them, and they're these heavy iron round things that you open up. There's like this lattice work printed on the inside. You put your mixture in there, you close it. My sister-in-law and her family used to do this every after things like the 3 days after Thanksgiving or something. They did this where they there was my sister-in-law, her mother, her sister, and I think her grandmother as well. Yeah, grandmother was there until she passed, and like she had the old paisella, and they would make up these cookies in them, and so one would be mixing, one would be doing the cooking, and then they'd be doing the sorting and the wrapping, and they'd wrap them up and give them away as Christmas gifts. And they would make hundreds of these things every Thanksgiving weekend. So I knew what that was. And the crumb cake iron is something similar. And I thought, I don't have that, but I think I might still have. I'm not sure if it's in the RV or if it's here, but I have one of those little Dash individual waffle makers. I thought, that'll work. I'll just put it in there if it's here. Otherwise, I've got to run over to the RV and pick it up. But yeah, it's made with semolina flour. It's got butter in there, blanched almonds, zest of an orange, orange blossom honey, and some eggs. So I thought, give that a go, make it up. But then I thought, but they're cookie size. I want, because the elven bread when they first showed the elven bread, when I first saw the elven bread in the Lord of the Rings movies, I thought it was like ciabatta rolls. That's what it looked like to me, was the ciabatta rolls. So that's what I thought they were. But these are cookies, and I'm like, I don't want a cookie. I want the elven bread. So I'm still looking for other recipes on that. So it might not be this weekend. It could be next weekend. Who knows? But so that was our day. That's been our day so far with Eating Like a Hobbit. It didn't work it worked to a point, but then time got away. Weren't paying attention to time. Should have set timers and that sort of stuff. Should have been more prepared for it. Had more meals prepared. So next time I do this next year, I'm going to make sure that I have plan it like the week before. So anything that needs to be made is made in advance, and I'm not trying to have to make it on the day, that sort of thing. Because I only learned about this on Friday, and didn't give myself a lot of time to get things organized. So that was our day with the we still got probably like I think we're halfway through the second movie of The Hobbit, which is the desolation jeepers, this one with the dragon, and then you got the 5 battle ones, but we won't get through the third one tonight. Absolutely not. We're about to, as soon as I'm done here, we're going to go for our evening walk and come back, and I'll think about having my chicken pot pie. Yeah. I'm not sure if I may even just do a protein shake like around 8 o'clock or something like that. I'm still full and I haven't really eaten that much today when you think about what I've eaten. But the lawns are done. The front yard's done. That's good. Zeffy's been to the groomers. Good. So I got that off the list. And we just spent the rest of the day relaxing. So anyway, that's it from us for today. Go out, have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. And we